guys, Marty Schwartz here with Marty Music, and a breakdown Beatles Blackbird. This is a redo. Did this one like 10 years ago, but I learned this song years ago, like 30 years ago, from a guitar teacher who I assume was learning it from a transcription, and it's not exactly what Paul McCartney was doing, so I wanted to make a couple of corrections. If you learn it from my old lesson, it still sounds right, but I just wanted to fix a couple of things. So I hope you guys will get into it and enjoy it. Also, real quick, I have a free guitar guide PDF book that's got chords, scales, triads, arpeggios, everything you need for your foundation of playing guitar, and it's totally free in the link down there, so check it out. Appreciate that support. Let's get to it. All right, so if you learned this from my old lesson that's, I think, close to 10 years old, there's not a lot of change. There's just one little chromatic thing that's in the original recording. The chords I was showing you in the original is from some, I think, old Beatles songbook that they didn't do exactly like Paul McCartney was doing. It still sounds right, but there's just a little different. So I thought it was time that I made up for that right now. We're going to go through the chords first, then we'll work on that right hand pattern. So there's a thing called a pinch where you hit two notes at the same time, and I'm going to use my right thumb and my middle finger, and I'm going to have my third finger on the 3rd fret E string and the open B string with my middle finger. I'm going to pinch those. Then with my index finger, I'm going to hit the open G like this. That's the first move of the song. The next one, we're going to pinch the open A and the 1st fret B, and then that same index finger is going to hit the open G string. Like that. So the first one, second one. Now the third one, the right hand's going to do the exact same thing as the one before, but it's the 2nd fret A string and 3rd fret B string. So you're going to pinch those, the A and B string. And then with the index finger, you're going to hit the open G. So. And with that shape right there, we're going to slide it all the way up to the 10th fret A string and the 12th fret B string. Okay, so when we get to that chord up here, that's the easiest way to work on it. He's kind of doing a little bit of more like strummy fingers, where his fingers are strumming it a little bit. But if you're just learning it in a lesson format, this is the way to learn it. Pinch, G, B. So that's index and middle finger. So pinch on the A and B, then G, B. From there, pinch, G, B, A string with the thumb. So. Then B, G, middle finger, index finger. So first it's pinch, G, B, A, B, G, all together. And that's the pattern you can do for all the da 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 da, that the rhythm. One more time, really slow. So far we have repeat it. All right, so the next part is where I learned it differently before the internet. I think from an old Beatles songbook, from a guitar teacher from an old Beatles songbook. And this is the part where Paul McCartney has said multiple times that, oh, lots of people are playing it wrong. It did come from, I think, a wrong transcription. So we're going to go like this. 3rd fret A, 5th fret B. And here's the chromatic part. The bass line goes. And so we're going to do the 3rd fret A and the 5th fret B, pinch. Then middle finger to the 4th fret A, index on the 3rd of the high E. And that's actually like implying a diminished chord. Then the same as the shape before, but 5th fret A, 7th fret B. And then another one of those chromatic implying diminished chord, which will be 6th fret A and 5th fret high E. And I'm using middle finger and index finger, so. And so now I'm on the 7th fret A and the 8th fret B, and I'm using my index finger and my 3rd finger. And I'm doing that same right hand pattern that we did on that G chord. But we got to add something when we do. We're going to add that open G with our right index finger like this. We just pinch, then the open G. Then that other pattern, G, B, A, B, G. Then index finger goes down a half step to the 6th fret A. You do the same right hand pattern. We're going to go down those shapes that we already were doing. Now we just slide that down a half step. So 5th on the A, 7th on the B. To the middle finger on the 4th of the A, index on the 3rd of the high E. So it's kind of just going backwards from what we did before. You know, earlier we went. Now we're going back down. But we got to add the open G's in between. And then that right, when we get to the 3rd fret A and the 5th fret B, we do that same right hand pattern. Pinch on the A and B, G, B, A, G, pinch, G, B, A, B, G. Then just middle finger goes down a half step, that stays. Same right hand pattern. Then slide that shape down a half step, so 2nd fret A, 3rd fret B. Now the right hand's going to be the exact same on the next one, but we're going to go like this. That middle finger on the 3rd fret's going to go to the 2nd fret, and we're going to have the open A, but the same right hand pattern. And now the 1st fret on the B string, and the same right hand pattern, but instead of the open A string, it's the open D string. So you're pinching now the D and the B, pinch, but the rest is the same as the right hand pattern. G, B, D, B, G. And then now the fret E and the open B, but the same right hand pattern, but instead of the open A or the open D, it's now the E. So you pinch the E, which is on the 3rd fret, and the open B, pinch G, B, E, B, G, pinch G, B, E, B, G. That's more times than the song, but I just wanted to show that to you. All right, here's what we have so far. Repeats that again, and the vocals come in. Next section is so it does a little as a little refrain part, but it's not hard, and it's doing that right hand pattern. It's 3rd fret A and 5th fret B, then down to 2nd fret A, 3rd fret B, then the open A, 2nd fret B, and then the 1st fret B and open D, and then the G. So all right, that final section, we're going to start on the 8th fret A, 10th fret B. Then index goes down a half step, and then that 3rd finger goes to the 8th fret B. So then that down a whole step. So that'd be 5th fret A, 6th fret B. So then 3rd fret A, 5th fret B. Then that shape down a whole step. So 1st fret and 3rd fret, back up to 3rd fret, 5th fret. So check it out. Goes up again to repeat that. And when you get to the 1st fret A and 3rd fret B, you go to that other descending that we already did. Open A, 2nd fret B, open D, 1st fret B, into same right hand pattern. All right, I hope you guys dug the lesson. Thank you again for the continued support. Really appreciate it. Also, don't forget about that free guitar guide PDF that I have in the link down there. All the chords, scales, arpeggios, triads, everything you need for your foundation of playing guitar, and it's totally free. It'll help with all the lessons that I give here as well. So get that down there in the link. Thanks for supporting. Hope to see you again soon.